It's days away from a new month here in the year 2020. It's about to become June 2020, and I am super excited, and I'm going to tell you why in this edition of IT Certification Weekly. So one of the things that we do at IT Pro TV that's so cool is each month has a theme, and the theme of June 2020 at IT Pro TV is for all of those of you looking to get your start in information technology. So I've definitely got some breaking news for you about this at the IT Pro TV site. And that is the fact, first of all, that we're going to be featuring some of our live webinars. And those live webinars are going to be focused around getting your start. Now, if you're interested in more information about the webinars, when you go to the IT Pro TV site, if you choose resources up at the top, you're going to notice that in that middle column, the library column, there's a webinars link. And if you visit that link, you're going to get all kinds of great information about upcoming webinars, as well as the webinars that you may have missed that are available on demand. So the first one that I want to tell everyone about, super excited to attend this, is a career in IT right for you? And that is presented none other by one of the co-founders of IT Pro TV, the incredible Don Pizzette. So Don's going to walk us through 10 qualities of a successful IT pro. That is on Thursday, June 4th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. Don is so incredibly qualified to lead this webinar, as he's been in IT an awful long time. Before he was a full-time trainer, he was, of course, out there doing IT. And he has assembled these 10 qualities that are really going to be fascinating for us to learn about. Now, I'm excited to tell you that not only do we have that webinar coming up, but remember what I said, you always have the ability to go back and watch the webinars that we've recorded on demand. One that I did a couple weeks ago with Ronnie Wong was succeeding with the new Cisco certifications. So we give a look, a bird's eye view of the new certs. We dig into detail in some of those certs. We talk about what certifications we have ready for you to learn about at IT Pro TV. We tell you what's coming up. So I think you're going to love that one. But something that I am super excited about is the fact that I will be featuring another webinar in June. It hasn't made the webinar page yet, but it will very shortly. And it's 2 weeks after Don's webinar. So we know that Don is doing his on the 4th of June. 2 weeks later, that would be the 18th of June. I will be leading a webinar that is going to be focused on helping you choose the right certification and certification path to get your start. So this is a question that we get all the time from students. Where do I start? And after I've started, what do I do next? So we're going to be answering those questions. And one of the huge advantages, don't forget, of you going in and actually attending the live webinar is the fact that you're going to be able to ask us questions live on air during the webinar. So I certainly hope you can attend the June 4th webinar and the June 18th webinar, where we'll be really focused in on you getting a strong start in information technology. And I've got one more bit of exciting news for you in this edition of IT Certification Weekly, and that is, should you sign up for a free trial, that's a 7-day all-access membership to the IT Pro TV website. If you love what you see and you want to go ahead and sign up for a personal plan, one of our personal plan memberships, I've got an awesome coupon code for you. It's Anthony30. So use the Anthony30 coupon code when you are signing up. This will give you 30% off that personal plan, and that is for the life of your membership. So you want to save 30% month after month after month on the already low cost IT Pro TV membership. Anthony30 is the code you will want to use. I also want to point out, it's one of my favorite things about IT Pro TV, is that if you don't have the budget to sign up for any of our various plans, that's no problem. You don't get kicked out of the site after your 7-day free trial. You will be inside the IT Pro TV membership program for as long as you desire at no charge. That is our free tier of membership. And one of the really great things that we do is we'll have free weekends, typically centered around the theme for the month. And that free weekend is going to open up portions of the library for you. One of the free weekends we did not too long ago was the Cisco free weekend, and that was a huge hit, where our free tier members got to experience all of that great Cisco content that we have. You can only imagine the amount of binge watching that was going on, and it's binge watching that I think will do a little bit more for you personally than Tiger King. No offense to Joe Exotic and Carol Baskin and that weird dude in South Carolina. But really, this is binge-worthy IT Pro TV training that is opened up to you in that free tier membership. Now, since our focus in this episode of IT Certification Weekly, just as we will do at IT Pro TV, is really centered around getting your start, I wanted to talk to you about a great book that I am almost finished with. And I saw this when I was stuck in an airport. So I went in the bookstore, as I always do, and I was killing time, and I saw this on the shelf. It's a New York Times bestseller. As you can see, it's titled The Subtle Art of Not Giving a Beep. And it's a counterintuitive approach to living a good life. What a great book. And inside this book, there was a section that was just so eye-opening for me. It's something that I never really focused on as far as a lofty IT certification pursuit, like when I did the CCIE, which was incredibly difficult for me and challenging. So one of the things that he talks about in this book I wanted to share with you, and it is kind of summarized in this section where he talks about who you are is defined by what you're willing to struggle for. People who enjoy the struggles of a gym are the ones who run triathlons and have chiseled abs and can bench press a small house. People who enjoy long work weeks and the politics of the corporate ladder are the ones who fly to the top of it. People who enjoy the stresses and uncertainties of the starving artist lifestyle are ultimately the ones who live it and make it. This is not about willpower or grit. This is not another admonishment of no pain, no gain. This is the most simple and basic component of life. Our struggles determine our successes. Our problems birth our happiness, along with slightly better, slightly upgraded problems. It's a never-ending upward spiral. And if you think at any point you're allowed to stop climbing, I'm afraid you're missing the point, because the joy is in the climb itself. And this really got me thinking about my success with the CCIE and how at a certain point in the process, I really did enjoy the struggle. And because I was able to enjoy that struggle, enjoy refining my approach after failing the lab exam, and then further refining my approach after failing the lab exam again, and enjoying studying those topics that I was always afraid of and intimidated by, like multicast and BGP. Once I really started enjoying that process and enjoying that journey, instead of just focusing on getting my CCIE, the end goal, it really clicked in. And at that point, I knew I was going to have success. So I want you to keep this in mind as you are getting your start in information technology. Are you enjoying? Are you just like, do you get goosebumps when you decide on what certification you're going to pursue and you start studying for it? This is a great indicator that IT and the pursuit of IT certifications is most definitely for you. Thanks so much for watching this episode of IT Certification Weekly.